the wind today, which sucks. It always does. But, and I would have, I mean, we've been waiting for like, this is the 4th day, and there's no wind in sight. It's like 4 or 5 more days of eastern winds up 10 to 20 miles an hour or so. We're just going to beat into it because I want to keep going. Sometimes you just got to do it. We'll be behind this piece of land here soon, and it should help. It's kind of occurring to me out here. So here we are in the greater Pensacola area, and we're the only one out here. We're the only boat, as far as the eye can see, 360 degrees. And it's got to be because it's winter, it's raining, kind of misting today, it's windy, it's cold, but in the whole scheme of things, it's tolerable. I mean, it's, you know, I guess being from I'm so climatized to the Great Lakes, and how if you waited for nice days, you're gonna have about 6 weeks of good weather. To tell you, I mean, if we're talking about ideal weather, so you have to make do with almost anything, really. And I guess it's relative, because today would be considered just a horrible day to be out on the water, and I get it. I guess just for recreation, and I mean, fishermen are different. Fishermen will come out in almost anything if they want to fish, you know. But I don't see any fishermen out here today at all. So I don't know. We got the whole place to ourselves. That's the trick. If you like solitude and kind of, you know, having a place to yourself, then come out when the weather's bad. I keep finding that out over and over again everywhere I go. Comfortable? Okay, it's calmed down enough that I'm going to step out here just for a second while I have an opportunity. I just want to show you this. This is some pretty nasty stuff, but the waves aren't calming down. Okay, guys and gals, let me explain to you what we're doing. So, we're on a stretch here. They call it the Narrows. It's where the ICW gets narrow. The Narrows. And it can be kind of hard to find a place. Well, I'm finding it hard to find a place to anchor because a lot of this is military restricted area. But I think most of that is well, let me turn the phone around. I think most of it is over on that side. Beyond that is the ocean, the Gulf of Mexico. So we're on the land side, and I'm just taking a chance here. It's going to get dark here probably in a half an hour, 45 minutes, and we've been beating against the wind all day today, which, you know, it just makes it hard, I guess. That's all. It wasn't like we're in any danger or anything, but there was lots of waves, and so we came up on this beach. We're literally floating in, well, I don't know, a little over a foot of water. Let me show you. The bottom of the boat is just touching the sand here, which, you know, just cleans off the bottom of the boat. And then let me show you. The wind's coming, you know, from the other side of the boat here, and I found these 2 sticks, and I sunk them into the sand there. And it's kind of keeping, until they break anyways, keeping the boat from going sideways completely onto the beach here. And we've got some signs saying over there, private property. And then over here on this tree, I'll try to show it to you. Over on this tree, private property. But I think in between the signs, and what's Wavey found something to eat. Hold on a second. Anyway, you know, I feed Wavey treats and good food and my food, and her nose will still find some rotten something over here to start eating. Who knows what it is? Rotten fish carcass or something. Wavey, don't even do that. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. What? Hey, I said don't even think about it. Yeah, I know you smell something over there. No. So we're gonna stay here tonight. We're gonna try. I don't think anyone's even around. So if they come down here, we'll just say, listen, we can't. You want us to get out in the dark? I mean, we'll just stay on the boat. Then we're not trespassing on land because we're on the water. So I don't know. I'll play this game with people if they want to. So we're not going anywhere tonight. This is where we're staying. So this is it. Stay tuned. Good morning, guys and gals. So we are near Destin, Florida, and I'm going to show you how we're going to stealthily go to a gas station. We kind of scoped it out last night when we walked up there, but we're going to get closer, and I'm going to show you how. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, let me show you what we're doing. So, right up there, I noticed last night when we walked up to the gas station that there's a burned down house with a really nice dock, and we're going to go up to that dock. We're going to try. Once you get off the channel in here, you do have to watch the depth. It came up to about 2.5 feet, but that's no problem for us. See the one with the deck on top right there? That's it. And that house is burned down. Okay, so we got up close to it, and that there's no decking on the dock, so I have another idea here. I think will work just fine. Stay tuned. The windows are filthy. all the spray coming up. Past 2 days, blasting into the waves. I think we're gonna nose up right over there. Okay, it is really shallow in here. We're right at our max, just a little over a foot. Okay guys, this is how we did it. It's pretty calm back in here. We're in about 1.5 feet of water. Right down here, that's the place that's no more. We're gonna figure out how to get through there and go to the Tom Thumb gas station right on the other side of the busy Highway 98. Man, if I was homeless, I'd think about living here. Holy cow, underneath what's left of the place. Nice view too. Now we found this out last night. The hard part is getting across 98 here without getting clobbered. Like Frogger, we made it halfway. Let's go. Let's go, Wavey and Wavey. Come on. Let's go. Go. Go, go, go. Wow. What we noticed last night is there's like a commute, and right now it's going the other way. Last night it was going this way. So everyone must work that way and live this way. It just reverses every day. It makes it pretty easy to get to the median here going one direction, but then you got to stand here for a while until there's an opening. Look for the school buses. Everyone hangs back behind them and it creates a gap, a rare gap. Little pro tip for you. Shanty boat captain pro tip. So doing it this way probably saved us 20 bucks. 20 bucks from going to a marina. That's 20 bucks I can spend at Publix later today when we get into Destin. I've seen you pee, but I haven't seen you poop yet. Do your thing. Of course, looking for the perfect spot. I saw pee come out of you, but I didn't see any poop. We're in 1 foot of water. Probably a little more. 1.5 feet, I'd say. Okay, guys, well, that's how we do it. Oh, I need both hands. I wonder if the psychic predicted a shanty boat captain would stop next door and get gas. We're just backing out of here. Getting pretty good at driving this beast. My little workhorse. I love you. Look at this right before we get on the intercoastal again. Comes up to less than 2 feet. Shallow draft boats. The shallow drafters. You want to be one? Ask one. The channel and drops right off. Ask me about becoming a shallow drafter. It's a group I'm trying to start for all the wayward, half crazy shanty boat type captains. The shallow drafters. What do you think? Well, the wind's calmed down, thankfully, today. I'm still going into it a little bit, but it's pretty mild. And I just wanted to show you this part of the route. This is the Narrows, and some of it is military. Like over here, you'll see like radar units and military type stuff out there, and you're not supposed to hang around. You don't hear much. Just keep moving, as they say. But yeah, it's a very pretty place. I think we probably could go over there. I've seen several docks, but we got a destination in mind. We're gonna, in a couple hours. I'll just keep it as a surprise. We got these military boats running around here, but hopefully be able to show it to you. I don't want to make it too obvious because, they could turn around and be like, why you? There he goes. One's going around me. Both are going around me. Let's see if we can see this. Let those things get up and go. They're waving. We're coming into Destin, Florida proper here. And I think I know where we're gonna grab a dock. This fella right here is grounded. We're only like less than 3 feet of water right here. I just yelled over to that guy in the sailboat, the beach sailboat there. What do you call it? On the sandbar. I'm gonna come around and hear him for a second. Okay, guys, I want to help this guy, but I don't know. He's just barely on that sandbar there. He's almost in 6 feet of water, and I guess he drafts 3 feet. Okay, the guy ended up being kind of a strange fella. He turn around and he's like, I don't want to keep you, and I'm like, that's what I was coming here for. That's why I just asked you. And I don't know what his problem is. He's kind of a strange dude, so I'm just gonna let him get help somewhere else or help himself. All right, let me show you what we did, guys. So these posts, we're finding a lot of these type of posts in Florida here because of the tides. So what I did is I put one of the bumpers on the post to keep the boat away from the gutters, and I put a nail in there so it can't slide down, and tied it up on both sides. Okay, so Wavey and I are here in Destin, and the place that you consider to be a public dock is getting refurbished. We're parked to the dock, as you saw, but getting to the land is an entirely different thing. We're gonna walk over here and look and see if there might be a little stealth way to get like a dinghy or a kayak up here, because it is a nice place to hang out. Okay, so they have signs up saying no pets, just service animals. I'm gonna do it anyways. All they can do is just tell me to leave, so let's see how this goes. Hey, Beagle, come on, let's go. Come here. Hey, come here. Check this out, guys. Put her under here. The lady even came by that worked here and said I could do that, so score. Wavy gravy. Guys, that just worked out so awesome. They have signs everywhere, probably just for liability reasons, but they can't ask you, I'm assuming they can't ask you what your disability is that needs a service animal. And the rule is they just can't be in the cart. So underneath the cart, piece of cake. Awesome. I love Publix. It's almost a reason to move to Florida. There's awesome grocery stores. I'm gonna point something else out to you guys. So I found this backpack in one of those abandoned homeless camps back in Pensacola. And I mean, and before someone's like, "You're stealing from the homeless," I promise you, they're never coming back to that homeless camp. Guaranteed. Doing some kind of pile driving, and that's why I'm gonna keep going. Get out of earshot of this and drive you crazy hearing it all day. Okay, guys, gonna show you this. So we're going into Destin. We're going into a harbor that's by Destin, right here, and you can see in a minute we're having to fight an outlet or inlet to the sea, okay? And that's what makes these seas so sloppy right now. This is a total mess out here. Not only are there some waves, but they're coming from like all directions. You're just going through like a total sloppy mess. So but it's only a couple miles, and then we'll be into probably the best harbor, and one of the best harbors in the entire Panhandle here in a minute. So stay tuned. Okay, we're through the worst of it, but we are coming down the channel that actually does go out to the ocean, as you can see. So, but the conditions have improved. I think we're going to be just fine. Right out there is open ocean. Nothing in between us. Open ocean. It's always a little nerve-wracking when you're not in the right boat. The ocean is a totally different animal. We can actually feel the swell. It's more than waves. It's actually like swell, where the everything just goes like this. The swell of the ocean. Wow. This is intense. Right out ahead of us. You can see the breakers. I can't take my hand off the wheel at the moment or I'd focus in, but you can see breakers out there. Just gotta get through here and then we're gonna cut back in. Windy too. Wow. Okay, we're going right over there. We had to cut over here because it got so shallow. We tried to take a shortcut and it came up to 3 feet. Okay, guys and gals, let me show you. We are in, here's Destin. Here's where we came across. We started this morning, like right over here, like this. This is where it got kind of nasty. And we came down. Now we're in here. We decided this was the best spot we could find for now, kind of in a wind shadow. Let me go show you. So the wind it's still kicking up. It's not as bad as it's been for the past few days, but it's still kicking from the east. And the wind's kind of coming from right there. This is not so bad. We got plenty of scope on our anchor, plus we got that good chain, which we found. God left it at our feet. And yeah, this is it. We've got a few sailboaters over here anchored, and I just think there might be another shanty boat or possibly like a coffee boat or a food boat or something. We'll check it out eventually. Good morning, guys and gals. So we are in Destin, Florida, and I'm going to turn the phone around and take a minute or two and show you kind of what it takes to go have a day when you're at anchor. There's more to it than some people would think. For us, especially since I got a spoiled brat beagle, I did get a little backpack. Maybe I've shown you that by now. We are taking the kayak over to, so there's the kayak. I already turned it over and got the water out of it and wiped it down a little bit so my butt doesn't get completely soaked. But, this is our first morning here, and we have to figure out where we can go to shore. These busy places can be really tricky. We're going to try, I have no idea, but we're going to try that place right over there. Kayak in, maybe find a place to keep the kayak, leave it. Maybe if someone's around, we'll ask. Or if they run us off or it doesn't look good, we'll keep looking around until you find a place to leave your rig, because these busy places, let me show you. Over on this side, this would be the ocean side. There's that nice little beach there, but it's got signs like every 20 feet saying, don't even think about it. So, yeah, busy places. Every square inch is claimed. They can't quite run you off of the water, but they'd sure like to. So, but anyways, let me go back inside here. So what I have to do is I have to get in the kayak and then pull myself along the side of the boat and then load my spoiled brat beagle and whatever else I'm taking with me, and then we're gonna paddle over. So yeah, let me turn the phone around one more time. When we get to Crystal River, I'm going to pull the inflatable out and reinflate it and fix a hole in the floor and put the motor back on it, the kicker, the 2.5. And that'll make things easier. If I had the inflatable up and going right now, this would be a lot easier. But it's nice to have some options because the kayak's really easy at the end of the day. So, yeah, maybe this will give you some ideas, guys. When you live on the hook, you kind of pay the price. It's like if you go to a dock, it's nice when there's like a public dock, and there might be one around here. If I meet someone that looks like they're in the know, I'm gonna, ask them. But yeah, public docks are nice. But if you have to be out in the hook, then you have to get yourself to shore somehow. And if you have a dog, you have to go even more. So, okay, let's go have a day. Come with us. Stay tuned. Okay, you can see, pulled myself along the boat to pick up the spoiled cargo. Now I'm going to grab my paddle, and we are going to head in that direction. Stay tuned. I can't get the song Boys of Summer out of my head. Don Henley really tapped into something with that song. Probably walked around Destin in the winter and just started coming up with that riff. Dun, 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 dun. Okie dokie, guys. So we are leaving Destin, and how about if I turn the phone around and I'll just explain a couple things to you, like I always do. We got a spoiled brat beagle that's pouting, even though she went on about an hour-long walk. Had to kayak to shore to do it. Not that I'm complaining. We went right over there. There's a little beach behind those boats there, and no one told us we couldn't, so good enough. We were heading out of the harbor today. We're going into, I can't pronounce it or spell it, but I'll put it on the screen. There's a big bay out there, big open water crossing to get over to the eastern entrance to the ICW. This is all the ICW, but where it funnels down into a channel. So yeah, come along with us. If you can see this, guys, but there's a lot of Air Force jets. You can hear them for sure. You can probably see that one right there. I can see it. Compared to the last week, these are ideal conditions. It's like glass out here. A little bit of wake or a little bit of waves you're seeing out here is one of those big fishing machines, like I think they call them a Spartan or something like that, with the big towers. Just came by, and man, those things throw a lot of wake. Let me just show you here on Navionics what we're doing today. So we left Destin down here. We're going all the way, hopefully, get there before dark. We're trying to get into here, or somewhere close, off the big water. So yeah, it's a big body of water to cross, but I think we're fine. And today is an absolutely gorgeous day, as you can see. It's just like glass out here. these are the conditions that you want to wait for if you can, and a good argument for just not being in any hurry when you do the loop. Yeah, just a couple days ago, there was 3-4 footers out in this same area, and today it's like glass. Anything you could surf a piece of plywood across this bay today. Just take the time to find the right weather windows, and a shanty boat or a pontoon boat or a houseboat can totally do the loop. I wasn't quite sure when I started this trip 3 months ago, but I know now. I'm very confident that this boat can do it, no problem. You just got to wait for the right days. Just a minute, hey, just a minute. Stay. Hey, come here. No. Just while we got a little bit of daylight left, let me show you. So in case there's a couple foot tide here, I've tied up pretty loosely, and I have 2 bumpers on either side. You can see one's low, one's high, depending on what direction it's going. Of course, I could look at a tide chart, say that 5 times fast. I also put one of the bigger ones on the dock, so if it comes up or down, it still saves my gutters, which is amazing. They're still intact. And I've got the same up here on the front. So we're good for a couple feet up or down, no problem. Look at this, guys. This is pretty nice. I'm getting kind of low on good water on board, drinking water. Look at this. I can come over here and Wavey's pulling me. Come over here and fill up my water.